Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Sparks here, and welcome to another episode of Skyden Survival. I'm pretty sure this is episode 19, and a couple of new changes. I moved my little netherwart farm from over there by the cow to over here by the rest of our farming stuff. And as you guys can see, I expanded the farm like the cow's area, so he has more space. He needs to free roam. You know, we're free range here at our Skyden. We've got our melon, a bunch of all this other stuff that I haven't touched because I haven't need to yet. You guys seen the farm. I did have someone say to look into using command blocks to get from here to the Skyden, so I did it. I've got a command block that sends me here, and I've got this command block that sends me back. I might look into getting a command block that sends me to my mushroom and one that sends me to the nether area, but I want it to look good in this area, so I don't want to just put it in. So today is gonna be a very eventful episode because I have a couple of things I want to do. I did my research. I found out about Thaumcraft and what I gotta do to create a inert stone so that I could start transmutating things into other things. So first off, what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up our crucible. Because now I actually know how it works. I'm gonna cut out a 3x3 area here, and I already pre-prepped this area for what I'm gonna use it for. I'm actually going to make the 3x3 area as close to the top and to this side as I possibly can, and I'm going to 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to put that there. I'm going to grab some of my wood, and I'm going to fill in the areas where I screwed up. So I took the time, grabbed some basalt stone, and I've cooked it to perfection. And what I'm gonna do right now is I need to get rid of this right here, and I need to pour this here. I can use this and then this. And so what I need to do is I need to go under, and I need to set oh no, nope, that works, but let's go back up to the top and not try to die right now, and we'll just leave that there, because what we need is we need to put in the netherrack, because the netherrack will be our consistent source of fire for the cauldron or the crucible. So let us grab, I think I put it away earlier in another episode. Yep, the flint and steel, we're gonna light that. Then I'm gonna use this just as a basis. I'm gonna put that there, this in here, and I'm going to get rid of this. So we have a freestanding, free-form cauldron crucible thing, which is boiling water. Okay, so now to be able to use this, we need to research stuff, and the way to do that is to have a scribing table, which I'm gonna make right now. So what we need is we need slabs first, and I'm going to make a total of 3 tables because I'll show you in a second. So I'm gonna make 3 tables, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And so these 3 tables, I'm gonna place 1 here. I'm gonna place 2 over here, and we're gonna grab our scribing tools right now, we're going to place the scribing tools on our table. So this will make this a research table. So I did some research earlier about what a research table is, and it's a way for us to find recipes essentially that we can put in the next thing I'm going to make, which is called a Thaumcraft. And this Thaumcraft is pretty much a recipe book on how to throw things into my crucible and turn them into new things. And this table right here I'm gonna make into a I think it's a something crafting table, but now that I have it, I'll figure out later what it's going to be really used for. It has many purposes. It's exactly like a regular crafting table, but it has a few advantages when coming to building other things. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to create a bookshelf. And let's see if I have an extra. Nope. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect all of this sugarcane, and I'm going to create a bookshelf. Before I do anything else, I'm going to bust this melon up, get some watermelons, turn this melon into seeds. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 areas, so four seeds, and I need to put one there, one there, one there, and I'm going to use my hoe, one there. I'm going to come over here to our chest. I'm going to throw these in there, grab 4 pieces of bone meal, and we're going to speed up the process of those acting the way they should. So this is going to be a very eventful episode, I promise you. There's going to be a lot that gets done. It turns out at first I was really confused. I looked around, found some tutorials on how Thaumcraft works, and I sort of have it down. I sort of know what I'm doing. But I gotta say, if you're gonna play this custom map, you should really look into all the different types of mods that you're installing, because I went into this blind and this is all new for me, so I had no clue what the hell was going on. So what we need to do is we need to make that bookcase. So I'm gonna come in here. I'm pretty sure we get paper. We need 1 bookcase, but I'm gonna make more paper because for the research we need paper. And now where is my leather? I remember having leather, unless I wasted it, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. Yep, I still have leather. Actually, I'm going to toss these apples in there. On another note, side note, one of my subs had mentioned that you can use you could use bone meal on mushrooms, but in this version of the game I don't think that is possible, because I've already tried it and it doesn't seem to work. 1, 2, 3. Oh man. So yeah, you need 3 books, right? 3 books in the middle. Okay, we got our bookshelf. What we do is you place the bookshelf down, you grab your wand, and you turn it into a Thaumcraft. So now in the Thaumcraft, it's pretty much like what looks like the achievement section of Minecraft. And from what I understand, the things that are flashing are stuff that you can research, and the things that are grayed out you don't have access to yet. And when they are just like a lighter gray, it means you can research them it's really complicated, and this is like all the different stuff that you can learn about magic and so on and so forth, and learning about the tables, the arcane work table, and all that stuff. So what I'm gonna do now is I need to figure out how to create night ore, elementium, and brass. So to make brass, what I'm going to need first though is I'm going to need tin and copper. So I need to research tin, I need to research copper, elementium, and night ore I need to research as well. So I've taken the time and figured out how to research these different things. So we're gonna start with the elementium. So I have charcoal, as you guys can see, and I have cobblestone here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw the cobblestone, and we're gonna throw the paper in here, and we're just going to research, and hopefully we get the first element in our recipe here. So the first element is fractus, and as you can see, it says it's an unknown theory. We will get to a point where the fractus is shining like this. So elementium, but it's not complete yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw that in there. And now we have the discovery of elementium. Now I'll show you. When I come out and I put this in my inventory, my discovery, it tells me a little bit about it, what it's composed of, and so it says this substance throbs with a fiery energy that is more than eager to release than energy that at the slightest bump. It may be unstable, but it would probably make a good source of fuel. So if I right click on this, it goes into my Thaumcraft, and now I have the recipe for making elementium. So, and I'll explain more about that later. Now we're gonna move on to night ore, and the difference is in night ore you need torches, and let's hope this works out. I need more torches, so I'm gonna take half this stack. I'm going to open my inventory and make a couple more torches. Hopefully that helps. Since we've got this set to thorough, it means that we have more chance of finding the elements that make up this next piece of research, or this discovery. So in this case it's night ore. As you can see, I'm only 50% complete. And so if I keep clicking, another thing that thorough does is it uses more resources. It's more likely to use more resources, but you actually get more research done. And our third element has appeared. We're just waiting for it to hop into its place. I think I can take this out. Yep. And now we've discovered night ore. So I'm just gonna select that and right click, and then I'm just gonna do this episode for as long as it takes, and then what I'm gonna end up doing afterwards is probably split it up, just so you guys have one continuous thing that you can watch instead of me introing again and explaining what happened before. So yeah. So okay, so we've got night ore and elementium. We know how to make those. Now we need to figure out how to make tin and copper, and these will allow us to make the brass. So let's start off with the the copper. So in the copper we're gonna need to Metalla, which is that little logo you see there. So I'm gonna throw these nuggets in here. Metallum, sorry, not Metalla, Metallum. Then we're gonna need 2 more elements, and I'll show you where I'm gonna get those elements. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna pick out my seeds, and I'm gonna show you that we need. I forget what it's called. I don't know if it's potentia. Yeah, no. Permutatio. So we need permutatio, we need metallum, and then we need, right now we need glass, which is something that I don't have a lot of. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a cacti. Oh, actually we have sand, which I can turn into glass, and we've got a piece of coal. So actually, let's go over here. Let's throw the sand into the furnace, and hopefully we will have glass. In the meantime, what we can do is, since we haven't made any of this yet, and actually these 2 elements are very essential in the next one, I'm gonna go grab some wheat, because that has another element that we need to make a discovery for tin. So our tin discovery needs an element that is in the wheat. And before I go, I'm going to seed all this up, so just in case I need more, I can come over and I can just hit it with some bone meal, and we can continue on our little quest for greatness. So I'm going to throw that in there. I'm also going to throw this in here, and we are going to try and research the essentials for basic transmutation. Uh-oh. Okay, so we need another element. I'm pretty sure it is I'm pretty sure it's, so for basic we need, okay, I know what we need. We need Charis. So before we can do any of the other stuff, we need Charis, which is essentially we need an iron ingot or a gold ingot in order to get the Charis element, because you can see that this only has metallum, and I'll show you in a second that Charis comes from the iron ingot. And I'm gonna need to collect more gunpowder just in case. Okay, so let us hit the switch, go back. I'm going to make a iron ingot, or gold ingot, sorry. I'm gonna make many of these, because with the thorough research, oh, I'm off by 1 or 2. Okay, so we're gonna try this. Hopefully I don't need much. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Basic transmutation. In order to continue on our quest to find more types of metals, we need the basic transmutation. So now we can go ahead and we can make tin. Which I don't know, can I break this back down into nope, not right. I meant this. Yes, we can. Okay, so like I said, we need, probably now that this is done, we can throw this in there, and we can throw our seeds in there, and we can pray for the best. Okay, that finished. So once this element is finished, which we're getting from the glass, we no longer need the glass in the recipe box. Same with the seeds, or else it would just keep using them. And now we just have to wait for the metallum, and we have our tin transmutation. Okay, so now that we have tin, a little heads up, some of the transmutation recipes or discoveries are exactly the same when you try to discover them. So in order to go on to the next one, you need to put your discovery into your Thaumanomicon. In this case we don't need to, because we have, what do you call it? We're not doing two that have the same recipe. But you will run into some cases where that is the case. So for this next recipe, I'm going to need oh, please don't let me run out of gold. Oh. Okay, that's fine. I have the silver in here that I can use. That will help me finish the rest of it. Iron transmutation. Okay, and we need to do tin. And tin, I said, was wheat. So let's grab our stuff from here. We can kill two birds with one stone by grabbing the wheat and the seeds all at the same time. And then once we have those transmutations, I'll go on and show you and tell you guys about how this works within the crucible in order to create those things. I wish I sort of had a bigger farm, and maybe off screen I'll do like a I think I might do like a time lapse of me just, you know, altering or changing the way I have everything set up, making things bigger, just making things more efficient, because it seems like having to do this now is sort of a pain when it only yields a specific amount. Mind you, the amount is sufficient, but it's not the best. So now that we have hopefully enough, and I need to eat, hopefully enough, or else I can't run, of the wheat and the seeds, we can throw them in here, and hopefully, oh look, already. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Give me that recipe. Awesome. Throw those back in our inventory, and we can use the copper.